Hey guys, so I just wanted to do a quick little comparison here between the Moto G5 Plus and the Moto G5 phone. I wanted to see if it's worth it to get the G5 Plus over the G5, which comes about €200. G5 Plus about €250. Obviously, the much cheaper board. We are ripped off here in Europe, but nevertheless, I wanted to see which one is the quicker device here. And there's certainly some differences to be aware of. I think you're getting slightly bigger battery in the G5 Plus. That's 3000 versus 2800. Better camera, I'm thinking 12 megapixel versus 13 megapixel. And some other nice little things which you might want to be aware of. Although I think this year's Moto G5s are very similar actually in terms of like the screen, the build, the fingerprint sensors, fast charging. I think we do get NFC on the Moto G5 Plus, which is quite important if you want your contactless payments and things like that. So we can just have a look here how they perform day to day. We are running a Snapdragon 625 in the Moto G5 Plus here. I just want to see if it is better than the 430. Let's just turn the brightness up as well, so we can see. Is that to the max? Yes, that's to the max. So they're both on the max there. Looks like the G5 is a brighter screen to me for some reason, but we can see straight away the G5 Plus seems to be opening up things that little bit snappier here. We are running 3 gigs of RAM in the G5 Plus and 2 in the G5. Obviously you can get different configurations based upon what you want. And you can see straight away here it looks like the G5 Plus is a little bit snappier here day to day. Let me just get my bearings. Let's try that again. So sometimes I've noticed this little widget doesn't actually come up when you press it, which is quite annoying, but when it does come up you can see the G5 Plus here is definitely more snappier. I mean, day to day it's a bigger difference than I was actually expecting. I was expecting the 430 to keep up with the 6 series, but obviously not. I've just clicked the wrong thing again. So I'm giving the little G5 some help here, and even still you can see the G5 Plus is catching up again. So this is very nice, and it's not even that much more money, really. Again, faster there. I've got some weird games tonight. I mean, Plague, what is that? That is pretty devious. Clash of Clans. Again, straight in there on the left, nice and fast. So no contest here really. I mean, I wasn't expecting this big of a difference, to be honest. So yeah, I think you can see there. Let's just have a look at the speed here of the Wi-Fi. We're going to see if the antenna is any better. Both are on the same one. Start with the Moto G5. Which scores a very average score, nothing remarkable. Whoops, getting a bit too hasty there. Pretty good for the upload here. Let's just try this one. Oh, is it going to reach the Moto G5? So that's a little bit disappointing. You can see the smaller one is beating the bigger one here, and it does seem to have less signal strength as well if you look pretty close here. Well, it did when it was on the table. So that's you can see it go down again there compared to the G5, which has a stronger signal. So go figure. We're going to have a look at the browsing here. Just open up a few web pages. You can see straight away going into Chrome very fast on the left, and just try BBC. So quite a big difference here. I do wish actually they'd made a better display on the Moto G5. To me it seems a step down from the Moto G4 display. Just doing some comparison off camera, the display doesn't seem quite as nice in terms of the colours and the contrast. As well as the Moto X Play, you have that as well, which has a fantastic display still. So I wonder why they have made some cost cuts there, because the display is very important. But you can see, I think, very fast here for the browsing again. We're going to have a look at the multitasking and round the video off quite nicely. So you can see both support the split screen. And straight away we do have a reload on the Moto G5. Do remember that these are the entry level models for each one. You can get a 4GB RAM model of the G5 Plus, which may give you slightly better performance, but as you can see here, I mean, this is looking fantastic in terms of the memory management. Definitely if you want the smaller G5, you should go for the 3GB RAM model, although I wouldn't even bother personally. I mean, seriously, why would you buy the G5 when you could get the G5 Plus here, which is looking remarkably good in terms of the performance. Yes, it is a bit smaller, I guess. You know, that could be something, but it's not even that much bigger at the end of the day. So you can see very quick to go into the game there. See if it holds them all in memory. And is this reloading the game? I could have reloaded the game there, I'm not 100% sure. Probably not. This one. Yeah, so it's reloading the games. Go for the 4GB RAM model if you want the games to stay in memory. I would expect the games to stay in memory with 3GB of RAM, to be honest. So they could definitely do some improvement on the multitasking here. But overall, very impressive stuff here from the Moto G5 Plus. It is only €250. You know, you're getting a good, you know, solid package here. Which I can't see any reason why you would buy the G5, you know, in comparison to it, other than it's a little bit more compact and cheaper. It just seems to me that this is the more capable phone, particularly, you know, due to the lack of NFC here, which, let me just double check that actually. So yeah, you can see no NFC, and in contactless payments is just so essential nowadays. You know, I couldn't live without it. It's like so that is quite a big omission if you ask me. Also bigger battery, obviously, turbocharger in the box, so many different reasons really. But yeah, I'll be doing some other comparisons, checking out the camera, etc. with the G5 Plus, so do stay tuned for that. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.